Please, if you're watching or listening to us, like, subscribe, and or follow This Is True Really News. And ask your friends to please like, subscribe, and or follow This Is True Really News on, say, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Stitcher, Podchaser. Tune in. iHeartRadio, Pandora. Listen Notes, Deezer, Podcast Addict.
Can't remember all those.
I was just going to keep going.
Sooner or later, my brain would turn to mush.
Whose brain? Do we have brains?
No. How did I get here?
Who are you people?
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Here's another one that should have his criminal license revoked. No, he should just be he should be, I think, a vulnerable adult because he's just not. 24-year-old Stefan Elash of Campbell, Ohio, was pulled over by a state trooper, according to WKBN TV. He was speeding. State troopers have been known to pull people over for that.
As you do.
Yeah. In a panic, Elash put a baggie of marijuana in his mouth and tried to swallow it. What's the key word there? Tried.
Yeah.
But choked.
Duh.
Trooper Charles Hoskins, using the Heimlich maneuver to force the bag out of his throat, likely saved his life. Yeah, I know there are questions running through everyone's head right at this moment.
It's weed, dude. Face the consequences. For
afterward, Elash apologized and Hoskins responded, "I know, it's all right. It's a minor misdemeanor, you know. Do you want to die over a minor misdemeanor?" I wonder if he had, used some of it beforehand.
Recently,
because so he got charged with speeding, not wearing a seatbelt, and a misdemeanor summons for possession.
Reminds me of the...
Should be grateful to be alive to get any of that.
Tom Petty's band's first trip to Amsterdam.
The Heartbreaker. No,
yeah, the Heartbreakers.
Yeah, Heartbreakers.
And they first trip to Amsterdam ever. Well, weed's legal here. Let's buy some. So they do, and he says, we buy way too much.
Well,
and the next day, we're headed to Germany, where it's illegal and you can't have it. And so we're all stopping by trash cans, throwing out perfectly good weed. Except for our bass player, who was already in line, and you can't get out of line once you're in the line.
Well, you could, but it would be suspicious.
Well, it's a problem.
Yeah.
And so...
There is that.
Tom's looking at him, and they're trying to signal to him, wait, you've got weed in your bag. You can't. He looks up and smiles. He's been eating it. He ate everything he had left. And when it's processed by your liver, you get really high. So they were on German television that afternoon or evening. And Tom says, he's pretty glassy-eyed, but he got through it.
I don't care where I am.
Just, what's the next note? For Pete's sake. So this guy goes out for dinner in the city of Yuncheng in Shaanxi province on July 13th.
Where's Old Cheng, by the way?
I have no idea. Yuncheng.
Yeah.
Y-U-N. He orders spicy.
Hey, listen, if the LPGA had So-Hyun Yu make fun of her name.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true.
Because they were telling you, I'm young. I'm very young. I'm so young.
That's actually cute.
That was very cute. Anyway, go ahead.
He orders spicy catfish. He orders spicy crayfish at a barbecue restaurant. When he's about halfway through his dinner, one of the crayfish starts moving across his bowl.
I don't believe that's supposed to happen.
So what did he do?
Jump for joy?
He did what any postmodern human being with a smartphone would. He started filming
a picture. Yeah, of course.
He had no idea why the crayfish came back to life, but thought it was interesting. There's no word on whether he finished the meal.
Dude, you already ate some of this. Do you wonder that maybe some of those are... Wow, it's dark in here. Somebody got a match?
Just silly as could be.
And proof that my wife is now a member of the 21st century. They apparently had a bear go after their food up in the Boundary Waters.
Yep.
Here's video.
Wow.
Very smart bear. Although it only took the breakfast bag, not the lunch or dinner bag, so they found a way to get through.
Nice.
In the United Kingdom, Heather, not her real name, is the mother of a teenage daughter, formerly known as Alexa. Yeah. Told the BBC that her daughter had to change her name and move schools twice to escape bullying and teasing related to the Amazon smart speaker's default name.
Alexa, kiss me. I can just, man. And it gets worse from there. I know exactly where you're going.
Another mother, Charlotte, not her real name, said her 6-year-old daughter is already being tormented. 6 years old. Alexa, play disco. Who's she being tormented by? 50-year-olds?
Idiots.
Play disco? She said, I think it's affecting her confidence. Adults are making fun of her too. And Lauren Johnson of Massachusetts, that is her real name, her 9-year-old daughter, she said the whole thing is a step beyond normal teasing and bullying. It's identity erasure. The word Alexa is synonymous with servant or slave. I haven't decided if that's
going a bit far.
Softness?
Yeah, that's going a bit far.
In response,
I get that she's upset.
Yep.
But that's hyperbole. That's
yep.
Yeah.
And not only that, I think she's blowing it out of proportion.
Good for you.
Let's go with ubiquitous. In response, Amazon proving that they're a 21st century company. Hey, did the Amazon guy get up in space this morning?
Oh, I have no idea.
You're supposed to lift off at 9:00.
Yeah, I don't care.
Nope. I wanted to. I even went to Walmart to buy a care.
And
I had to order it. In response, Amazon reminds users that, quote, we also offer several other wake words customers can choose from, including Echo, Computer, and Amazon.
Yeah.
Couldn't we use Phil?
I use Computer because it reminds me of Star Trek.
You're a sad little man.
Yes,
Amazon went on, we're saddened by the experience you've shared and want to be very clear. Bullying of any kind is unacceptable, and we condemn it in the strongest possible terms.
Okay.
Welcome to the 21st century. Might I offer just one little suggestion to parents? Do not name your darling daughter Alexa.
Yeah. It's a perfectly good name, but based on what's happening here, it's going to be a while before.
If you have a daughter named Alexandra and you're going with Alexa, might you go with, I don't know, Lexi? Alex?
Lexi would be good.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I like that.
It's not rocket science.
It's fairly simple.
Snowflakes.
A team of mechanics was preparing a Boeing 787-8 for a flight to Germany last month.
Okay.
The lead mechanic was tasked with securing the nose landing gear. Now, according to the Air Accidents Investigation Branch report, so something went wrong, the lead mechanic was too short to reach the pin needed to lock the landing gear.
Hey.
So what?
Careful with this heightism.
Well, he couldn't
Verticalism?
reach it. What else am I going to say?
Then obviously it's built wrong. There's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
So he asked, well, there's a lawsuit coming anyway.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
He tasked, or rather asked a taller colleague to do it. The second mechanic put the pin in the wrong place. So
what we're learning here is tall people aren't that bright.
So when the hydraulics were tested by an engineer on the flight deck, the nose landing gear suddenly retracted into the flying position. Oh, whap.
My guess is they did a plane face plant.
The nose of the plane smashed to the tarmac, causing extensive damage to the lower nose, the landing gear doors, and engine cowlings. A cargo loader who was on the ground beside the aircraft and the co-pilot on the flight deck received minor injuries.
Yeah.
They were the only people hurt.
Thank heavens.
Now, this has happened before with Boeing aircraft, and they have now been tasked with finding a solution. So far, they've come up with a measuring system that says you have to be, this tall to secure the nose landing gear.
Heightism. According to Business Wire, fans of the NHL champ Tampa Bay Lightning now have a customized way to celebrate. Yes, the middle of this month, Coors Light Champions Ice.
Dum, dum, dum.
Wow, don't have too many because you won't remember how to order it. The Coors Ice Champion thing. During the final, Coors scraped and collected actual ice from the arena. They transported it from Tampa Bay to Golden, Colorado, where Coors products are made. Mm-hmm. The ice then is filtered during the brewing process and then blended into the beer. Good thing they did the filtering because that stuff is it's artificial ice, people. Let's remember.
Seems to me Red Stripe Beer could just rename itself Redline and have the same thing going for them, right?
According to the VP of Marketing for Coors, this gives Bolt fans a literal taste of the action. Wow, you are not a hockey guy. Well, you must be a hockey guy because, honest, there's only two people that this kind of beer would attract.
Yeah.
Hockey fans and soccer hooligans. It's limited edition, and if you're going to enjoy it, you have to get down to Tampa Bay. No, I'm still thinking of the guy with the wazoo thing burning.
Flare up his butt. Yeah.
12 hours. Was it 15 hours to get ready for an 8 o'clock game? By goodness, that man he loves his sport.
This is true, really news. Send email to TiTR@netradio.network.